Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here, so I'm going to keep it 100% with you guys. I felt like just talking to the camera and just really talking about, like, the Detroit Pistons and my experiences, growing up in an era where we had one of the worst busts of all time with Darko Milicic and just stuff like that, man, because believe it or not, it's been 15 years that YouTube has been around, and this is literally what it used to be all about, was literally, no 2K, no hippity-hoppity special effects, none of that stuff. It was simply just camera, bitch ass, space, thinking, just thoughts, and all that stuff out there, right, man? So, yeah, I was just, like, chilling, though, and I was just like, when did I exactly become a fan of the Detroit Pistons? Because the timeline does not make sense in my head, and I don't know if it's just over the years of just losing brain cells for various activities, or whatever it may be, man. I mean, I in general have a pretty poor memory. Like, I probably had, like, such a good childhood, but I don't remember any of it, so I'm just always like, I didn't do nothing as a child, and then I'll see pictures of me at, like, Disney World, but, like, when the hell did that happen, man? And I was, like, young when that happened, so, yeah, but no, so, I started playing basketball in 3rd grade, because this is where the story gets confusing, because the Pistons didn't win a championship since 2003-2004 season, and I was 12, and when you're 12... My girlfriend just told me this. You are a 7th grader. And I was like, there was no way in hell I was 12 in 7th grade. I was in 3rd grade, and I was in 3rd grade when I was 12 years old. That to me, that's what lines up, right? Because 3rd grade is when I started playing basketball for the first time. I remember my mom wanted me to have, like, friends and stuff like that, so I played for the school. And, wait, did I play in 3rd grade? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Because fifth grade was my junior year, essentially of sports, and that's when I played football. I played some flag football there and basketball. But no, 3rd grade is when I first played. So that means there is this 4-year gap between me starting playing basketball and me watching the 2003-2004 Detroit Pistons, which in my mind is the first year that I remember liking basketball, because people say it makes me a hype beast. I think my parents were the hype beasts, because they're the ones that exposed it to me around then. But I must have been watching, at least, I think this is what it is. I think I started playing basketball 3rd and 4th grade, and I was just casually playing, learning the sport. Then I think, like, 5th grade, which would have been the 2002-2003 season. No, that would have been 2001-2002. So it must have been 6th grade, 2002-2003 season, that I think I started watching towards the tail end. I think that was the year that, I believe it was the Pistons blew a 3-1 lead to Tracy McGrady and the Orlando Magic. So that, I was probably like, my parents were probably like turning on like games casually. And then 2003-2004 happened. And I'm not going to lie, man, I don't remember a damn thing about that offseason, because now I'm all juiced up about the offseason. I try to watch it all the time, right? So in the 2003-2004 offseason, obviously LeBron James was drafted number 1 overall, and Darko was drafted number 2. And this sort of begins the saga. Yeah, okay. The great system, by the way. I had a Sega and a Super Nintendo. My brother did, at least. He played them both. I just had to watch, right? My brother was actually the first ever, like, Let's Player. Like, we literally could have invented Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, because literally it was me watching him playing video games, and that's how I found entertainment. I'm sure we all watched other people play video games growing up, right, man? But yeah, so we got Darko, and all I remember from that point is my dad was so high on him. I remember he was always like, Darko, like, Darko was always 2 years away from being 2 years away. Like, straight up, I just remember that so clearly in my mind. So, the Pistons, thankfully, and the reason I really want to talk about this, of course, they've been in the news a lot about, like, Melo saying they would have won, like, multiple rings, and, I've been seeing a lot of, like, redrafts and stuff like that. So, through the years, I remember, Darko was known as the human victory cigar. And what that meant exactly is that anytime the Pistons were up by 30, you're going to smoke one up, light one up, right, man? And that was Darko. Darko was the blunt that meant essentially you won the basketball game. If you were up by 5, you ain't smoking the victory cigar, right? You got to be up by 20, 25, 30 points. And that's what it was. So I remember those moments. Darko coming in the game and getting like 2 points and 1 rebound. And I was always just waiting for more and waiting for more. And it got to the point where it was like 4 or 5 years down the road. I don't know how long he was. Let me actually confirm this real quick here, guys. I gotta confirm how long Darko was on the Pistons. All right, here we go, man. Here we go. So I'm looking at Basketball Reference. So he played. Wow. Okay, so it wasn't even 3 or 4 years. It felt like that long. First season, 2003-2004, he averaged 1.4. This man was literally Skip Bayless. 1.4, 1.3 rebounds, zero point 0.4 blocks, right? Oh my God. The man was shot 26% field goal percentage off about 4.7 minutes per game. So yeah, that's literally the definition of a bench warmer, right? And then the 2004-2005 season came around. He averaged 1.8. So didn't exactly have that jump, that sophomore jump that we would all be wishing for. And then 2005-2006, 4.8 points. That's not bad. I mean, it's not good. 3 rebounds, 1.4 blocks. Actually pretty serviceable. At the age of 20, he played 55 games. He only started once. That's about 14 minutes per game. Averaged about 1.7 personal fouls. Okay, then after that, he got traded over to the Orlando Magic, where he spent 2 seasons. And then he was averaging around like 8 points. Then he went to Memphis for a bit. He got traded like about 4 times in 2009, 2010. And then he played on Minnesota, and now, he's like, I think he's a potato farmer, which is cool, man. Potatoes are good. I just had one for dinner. I actually got pissed. So I went to the store a few days ago, did like my monthly shopping trip. Except I'm going about once every 2 weeks, right? Found me a ribeye because I've been dieting, guys. So if you guys can see, man, down about 11 or 12 pounds, and that is with gaining muscle from walking. I've been going on daily walks and stuff too, man. So feeling pretty good about that. And I ate the steak. I didn't eat it, actually. I cooked it on the George Foreman grill, man. George Foreman. And I had a really funny George Foreman joke that I was going to make. What was it? It's going to bother the hell out of me, man. Now, man. Because wasn't there just some sort of news about somebody with the name Foreman? Because I remember I was going to tweet it, but I was like, this isn't that funny. Somebody named Foreman, for whatever reason, was in the news. Maybe it was a YouTuber, maybe it was a sports thing. And I was in... Gar Foreman. Yes, from the bitch ass Last Dance. Yes, because I was gonna say at least he has the family business to fall back on, right? That has to be Gar Foreman. That was the joke. I was supposed to tweet out last Sunday on Crispy Flakes 2K, my Twitter account. I never did. That was supposed to be the joke, right, man? Okay, but yeah. So I had the steak, and it was literally all fat. And I know ribeye is like the fattiest cut, but I threw that bitch on for about 6-7 minutes because you ain't trying to eat that shit like, what is it? What are the steaks? You got medium rare. Yeah, well done. Like nobody wants a well done, and it was just gross, man. So I threw it away, and then I made a roast beef sandwich, which is it's a lean meat, not the healthiest for you, but that would taste like trash too, man. So I'm having a bad day. But hey, gotta stick with the grind, right? How does that relate to Darko? I can't. There's no connection. There's no symbolic meaning. If you can find it, let me know. But yeah, man, so watching Darko, I literally remember one time where I was like, I see it. I see the potential. And I forgot what team he was playing against. But keep in mind, man, any single time you watch Darko out, there's maybe actually 1.4 points. So he ain't doing shit, right? Like, he might get an offensive rebound and tip it back in, or he might, Chauncey or Lindsey Hunter, everything, might feed him under the basket, he might get a little layup, and that's it. That's the only scoring you're seeing for the next 10 games. There was one game in particular where he literally had the ball on top of the key, and he dribbled with the force of a billion, whatever, man, unicorns, rhinoceroses. I don't know why I'm going with horned theme animals. That's all I got. I can't think of another one. The force of 1,000 whatevers, man. Insert animal right here. And he, going in lefty, dribble. The speed of light, literally a blur, man. Like, you want to talk about Dwayne Wade was the Flash? This man, off this one move, could have took Dwayne Wade's nickname. You can probably actually find it on YouTube. And he threw that shit down so hard, man. And I saw that play. And the Pistons announcer, Gregory Kelsler, Special K, George Blaha. I mean, I thought they were going to retire on the spot because they just saw the peak of basketball. It was never going to get better than that. And damn, man, I saw that. I was like, okay, I know why we got him now. And then we traded him away. Oh, this is how it relates. Yeah, because he was a potato farm, man. A potato for dinner. That's right, man. And yeah, so Darko through the years, I don't know. It wasn't even years. It just seemed like he was on the team for his whole career, but it was literally only 2 or 3 years. And in that time, but those years back in the day, man, like went in slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, man, that season, that 2003, 2004 season, that shit went in slow motion, man. I remember my first ever Pistons game. It was against the Milwaukee Bucks. And before the game started, we for whatever reason, I think it was through like my aunt's work or something like that. I actually got to go down on the court. And I got to shoot a free throw at the Palace of Auburn Hills. And I missed the free throw. And guess what, man? There's a picture of me. It's on the internet somewhere. I gotta find. I don't know if it's on the internet, but I think my cousin has it. There's a picture of me, a little old mini flakes, with Ben Wallace in the background shooting a jump shot. And it's a really cool full circle type of thing because like 2 years ago, I got to go to the Palace of Auburn Hills, play basketball with Ben Wallace, and I shot a free throw, and I made it. So Darko, if you're watching this video, man, sometimes you miss free throws. Sometimes you miss a lot of free throws. You just gotta, pick it up again, come out of retirement. You're probably like, what, 33? 34? You're probably LeBron's age. Yeah, you are LeBron's age because you all both came. Well, you didn't go to high school. I mean, maybe you did. I guess I don't know what the educational system's like in Serbia. But yeah, man, you can still be a superstar. And then after that, you gotta at least give Darko credit because after that he went and he played MMA. He got his ass kicked. There's also footage of him like chugging a beer. Which Darko would be kind of funny to party with, or not, or horrible. He might be a douchebag. I don't know, man. Still a good memory. It's not a bad memory, guys. There is worse memories of busts out there. And I think the only reason it's not a bad memory is because we still got a championship. This was the most random video I ever made here on my main channel here, guys. But just a quick message to Darko Milicic.